My name is Melissa, and my husband, Paul, is a light novel writer and freelancer, handling various writing-related jobs. I assist him as his secretary in his private office. As we work together as usual, I glanced at the clock. Oh, it's 3 p.m. Maybe I can finally take a break, I thought. But just as I was about to relax, the sound of the front door slamming open echoed through the room. Both Paul and I exchanged a look of frustration. "Party," announced Paul's older sister, Donna, as she burst into the living room with her usual flair. Despite living with their parents, Donna somehow found her way to our place every day at 3 p.m. She'd drink tea, devour the snacks we received as gifts, and then leave without a word of thanks. "Again, I'm in the middle of work," Paul muttered. "It's fine, right? I just want some tea," Donna replied, dismissing his annoyance. "Are you serious? This is really starting to get on my nerves," Paul said, his patience wearing thin. "Who do you think you're talking to like that?" Donna snapped, flopping onto the couch and crossing her legs. As usual, she helped herself to our snacks, chewing loudly. "Well, hurry up and make me some tea." I couldn't believe how entitled and arrogant she was. Donna acted as if the world revolved around her. She claimed to be a live streamer, though I had no idea how much she actually made or what she did all day. She also liked to brag about working from home. "Hey, you, sister-in-law, make me some tea," Donna demanded, as if I were her personal maid. This was nothing new. Donna's behavior had been the same since I started dating Paul in high school, so I was used to it by now. Our in-laws had scolded her before, but it never seemed to make a difference. "Do it yourself," I retorted. "Huh, how dare you get snarky with me," she shouted, spraying crumbs across the floor as she spoke. "Don't talk back to me, you're just a newcomer to this family. I'm the eldest daughter, and you should listen to me. If you don't like it, then get a divorce." I was seething, but Paul reached his limit first. "Enough, you're a nuisance, get out." "What? Wait," Donna protested as Paul stood up, grabbed her arm, and began to drag her out of the room. "If you come in here again using the spare key you took from our parents, I won't forgive you. I'm telling Mom and Dad about this," Paul warned. "Stop making a fuss," Donna whined as she was led to the front door. Paul put on the chain lock after she left, preventing her from barging in again. Making sure she could hear, he immediately dialed a number on his phone. "Hello, Dad," Donna showed up here again. The sound of Donna knocking persistently on the door echoed through the room, but after a while, it finally stopped. She had given up and gone home. Paul and I let out a collective sigh of relief. "Sorry to have you deal with that again," Paul apologized. "It's fine," I reassured him. Since childhood, Donna had always treated Paul like a servant. With his gentle and quiet nature, he never resisted, but after we started dating and later got married, he began to stand up for himself more. We've been married for nearly 2 years now, and it's clear we need to do something about her constant intrusions. Yeah, she even showed up while we had guests the other day. Lately, our editor usually visits between 3 and 4 p.m. Once, Donna tried to flirt with him and said, "I'm his sister, so, what are your hobbies?" Her outrageous behavior forced us to reschedule the editor's visits to the morning, even though Paul prefers handling work meetings in the afternoon when he's more in the groove. "I heard from your mom that Donna keeps coming here because she doesn't feel comfortable at home. She might be lashing out at us because her parents are always nagging her. I'm sorry, I should do a better job of keeping her away." "Don't worry about it. Oh, by the way, we're supposed to visit your parents soon to help them choose a restaurant for their 60th birthday celebration. Maybe we can bring up Donna's issue then." "Good idea. We should at least think about how to handle it." I called Dad earlier, and apparently, he didn't even know she'd taken the spare key. They regularly change where they hide it, right? "Yeah, Dad recently hid it in his wallet, but there was a bit of an issue with that." "What happened?" "Some money went missing along with the key." "What?" "Donna's denying it, so things are pretty tense at home right now." "Oh no." I hesitated to bring up such a touchy subject, but I deeply care for my in-laws, who have always been kind to me since high school. I really want to make sure their 60th birthday celebration is special. I want your parents to have a wonderful time. Let's bring up Donna's behavior when the moment is right." "Yeah, we should. By the way, did you decide on a restaurant?" "I've printed out some options. Want to take a look?" "Sure," Let's see them. I handed Paul the information about the restaurants I had narrowed down as potential choices. With Paul working so hard, I wanted to support him by taking care of these details, and I planned to let his parents choose from the options I'd selected. A week later, we rang the doorbell at my in-laws' house, but there was no response. That's strange. Mom and Dad should be home. But their car's gone. Maybe they went out. They could be shopping, getting things ready for our visit. No big deal. Let's just go in and wait. Paul used the house key to unlock the front door. As we stepped inside, the sound of hurried footsteps echoed from the second floor. Donna came clattering down the stairs in a rush. Sis, if you're here, couldn't you at least answer the intercom? Paul asked, clearly irritated. Shut up, I'm busy, Donna snapped back. Hello, sister-in-law, I greeted her, though Donna, as usual, didn't bother with formalities. But today, there seemed to be another reason behind her hurried descent from her usual hideaway upstairs. You two planned the 60th birthday celebration for Mom and Dad, didn't you? Donna asked abruptly. Yes, we did. Why? Paul replied, surprised by her sudden interest. Where is it? Tell me, she demanded. But you said you weren't going to attend, sis, Paul reminded her. I've changed my mind, just show it to me. Reluctantly, Paul handed her the details. Donna had originally intended to skip the celebration altogether, dismissing it with, is there really a need to celebrate that? Her real reasons for avoiding the event were far from what you'd expect from a daughter. But now, for some unknown reason, she'd decided to come. Well, Mr. Famous Writer, you've picked quite a fancy place, haven't you? Donna sneered as she looked over the information she had snatched from Paul's hands. What's wrong with you? Stop trying to get under my skin, Paul retorted, clearly frustrated. Why shouldn't I? You must be doing pretty well for yourself. Not that it matters, I'm earning multiples of what you make, just so you know. Donna always had a way of belittling Paul, constantly making such claims to put him down. If she were actually earning multiples of his income, she'd be making well over $100,000 annually, though there was absolutely no evidence to support her claims. By the way, it was Melissa who chose the restaurant. Okay, so, how about you stop being so rude? Paul added, defending me. Donna's eyes suddenly fixed on me, her stare growing intense. I felt uneasy under Donna's intense gaze and took a step back. What is it? I asked, trying to defuse the situation. Donna's response was as outrageous as ever. There we go, Paul, finally seeing this woman's true colors, aren't you? What? Oh, well, whatever, Paul muttered, clearly frustrated. I'm looking forward to the celebration. See you then, Donna said, shoving both Paul and me out of the doorway. For some reason, she kept the document with the restaurant details, making her intrusion all the more infuriating. It's fine, we can print out the restaurant information again and show it to my in-laws with the photos later, I said, trying to stay positive. It turned out our in-laws had forgotten about our visit that day and had gone to a Sunday farmers market. They later apologized for the mix-up. After finalizing the venue and completing the reservation, we looked forward to the 60th birthday celebration. Everyone was supposed to meet at the restaurant. Donna and our parents arrived before us. Despite our efforts to ignore the previous awkward encounter, Donna's smug smile directed at me stirred an unsettling feeling. Nevertheless, we entered the restaurant. We were led to a private room, a traditional Japanese-style setting that was even more beautiful than the pictures we had seen, just as my father-in-law and mother-in-law were admiring the room and about to speak. Don't be fooled, Dad and Mom, Donna suddenly piped up from behind us, her grin widening. Then, without warning, she pointed at me and exclaimed, "You're after our family's wealth, aren't you?" We were all taken aback. Paul, my father-in-law, and my mother-in-law looked at Donna in stunned silence. "Wealth? What are you talking about?" I asked, genuinely confused. "Huh, are you crazy? We're just an ordinary middle-class family," Paul shot back angrily, but Donna wasn't finished. "As the eldest daughter, I'm supposed to inherit this house. You're trying to get to my parents' money too, aren't you? I won't be deceived." "I really don't understand what you're implying. Why would I want to do such a thing?" I tried to get some clarity, but Donna was clearly uninterested in explaining. "I've seen through you from the start," You're just after Paul's money, and this proves it. No way, we've been together since high school. If she wanted to marry for money, she'd have picked someone else, Paul protested. Donna just laughed dismissively at Paul's disbelief and continued her rant. A woman who isn't after money wouldn't choose such expensive restaurants. Look at this list, all high-end places. Donna waved the documents she had taken from Paul a few days earlier. So what? Paul asked, exasperated. Don't you get it? This woman thinks she can spend your money however she wants. Men are so simple, Donna said, bursting into laughter. She didn't seem to notice how her antics were only making things worse. So, I won't allow our family's wealth to be misused. Paul, you see the truth about this woman now, right? It's a hassle to have her as a family member. You should get a divorce, Donna declared, her voice brimming with anger. Paul, as your eldest sister, I'm telling you, get a divorce for the sake of our family's peace and security. Leave now and never come near my parents again, Donna continued, her voice rising. She stormed toward me, but Paul stepped in front of her, blocking her path. What the hell are you talking about? Apologize to Melissa right now, Paul demanded, his voice firm. Wait, Dad, what's all this nonsense about money? This is ridiculous. Melissa has been helping us with the 60th birthday celebration. You should be helping too, not causing a scene. No, Dad, look at this, Donna insisted, thrusting the documents into his hands with an urgent look. My father-in-law began to read through the material, his expression growing concerned. If you look closely, you'll see, she's chosen only the most expensive venues. She's planning to drain our modest funds. All the money is going to come from you and Mom, right? Am I wrong? My father-in-law sighed deeply, clearly overwhelmed. Paul, my mother-in-law, and I were left speechless. What? Sis, we're covering the cost of the 60th birthday celebration, Paul explained, trying to clear up the confusion. Huh? Donna's eyes widened in shock. Yes, of course, it wouldn't be fair to have the person being celebrated pay for the event. Wait, so this woman is still spending Paul's money however she wants. I was right all along, Donna exclaimed. What are you talking about? Melissa is working with me, and my salary is also hers. There's nothing to complain about, Paul said firmly. But, and this, don't you agree, Mom? Donna turned to her mother, looking for support. My mother-in-law stood silently, her head lowered. Right, you understand, don't you, Mom? Listen, the places on this list hold special memories for your father and me, my mother-in-law finally spoke up. What? Donna was stunned. Melissa asked us about the places we've cherished. She wanted to select a restaurant that would be meaningful for us, reflecting those memories. No way. The disrespectful things you've said are truly shameful, my mother-in-law added, her voice tinged with disappointment. My mother-in-law's voice was trembling as she spoke. Donna was slowly coming to terms with the fact that her assumptions and accusations had been completely wrong, but the damage was already done. It was too late for her to make amends. You've really overstepped. You don't belong here anymore. Go home, my father-in-law declared firmly. Wait a minute, Dad, why are you being so harsh? I'm your daughter. You can't just throw me out like this. But you originally planned not to come, didn't you? Don't worry about the cancellation fee, I'll handle it, he replied, unyielding. Wait, it seems we've raised you wrong. We indulged you as a daughter, but now we've reached our limit. It's best if you leave, my mother-in-law said, her tone final. Don't make decisions without consulting me. Mom, what do you have to say for this? I agree with Paul and Melissa, my mother-in-law said cheerfully, though her smile was cold and unsettling. Donna looked at us with tearful eyes, pleading for help, but I had been advised by Paul's older sister not to get involved. No, that was about my parents, Donna stammered. Oh, is that so? Then I'll maintain my distance. Please leave, you inconsiderate sister-in-law, I said, trying to stay composed. Donna tried to grab me, but my father-in-law stepped in between us, his face set in a stern glare. Go home, he said, his voice low and resolute. Donna looked at him, recoiled, and quickly left the restaurant. Afterward, We celebrated my in-laws' 60th birthdays and enjoyed a wonderful meal. When we returned home, it appeared Donna had been sulking there. My father-in-law reiterated that she needed to leave, and Donna, in tears, created a scene. We even considered sending her to a rehabilitation facility. "I'm not sick," she shouted defiantly before disappearing. Rumor had it that she found a job with accommodation but couldn't hold on to it and kept changing jobs and addresses. Meanwhile, we continue to work hard and maintain an excellent relationship with my in-laws. We cherish their company and remain supportive of each other. Although we're somewhat concerned about Donna's situation, we're determined not to deal with her selfishness again. I want to keep supporting my husband so he can focus on his work.